And I do have no life, but check out the cool new chair.
The Ballad of Irving. Irving. Big fat Irving. Big sport Irving. The 142nd fastest gun in the West.
All this time I thought I was done with Half-Life, unless by some evil miracle Valve manages to put out a third game. Oh please no, oh please no, oh please no. But then I learned there's all kinds of add-ons, mods and the like out there just waiting to annoy me. So here's the first one I found. I don't know much about it, but it was on Steam under the whole Half-Life category, so I suppose I must. This is Half-Life Before. And right off the bat, I can say one good thing about it. It doesn't feature Mr. Superhuman Everyman Gordon Freeman. It features some other guy we know nothing about, so you don't have to give a hoot when he gets killed. Let's get to it. Mission: enter parallel world and retrieve another artifact. When you'll get an artifact, hit red button on your suit to get back to Black Mesa Complex. After exposure to radiation, this artifact opens portal to parallel world. Presumably, other artifacts should be close to entrance point. Right. So we already have one, but we need the other one for... What do we need it for? Because shut up, we just do. That's above your pay grade. So what do we do to get it? Node graph out of date and... Huh? Well, that certainly explains it. I have no idea what that means. Shall we? So we have a basic Earth cargo ship with a bunch of Half-Life aliens all over it. There's a chopper on the helipad and it looks like several dead humans. Oh, there I am. Hold on. Was that... That looks like...
Oh, you've got a good suit as well.
That's Freeman's magic suit. So I guess Freeman's running around naked now.
Stay away. Stay away. What's that? What's that? No. No.
So we're still on Earth, we've just teleported to the ship, right? How'd this artifact get there and where's the ship? And of course, we immediately run into one of these things. It starts hitting you in the face before you even have control of the character. Thanks a bunch. And there's no weapon in my hands. There doesn't seem to be any kind of melee command. So I better skedaddle over to one of those dead Marines and see what weapons didn't do him any good and see if they'll do me an equal amount of good. Parallel world? Oh, parallel world 1. Parallel world? Then how'd the ship get here? How'd all those Marines and the helicopter and everything else get there?
The atoms on this planet have narrower electronic orbits than the atoms on most other planets. The smaller they become, the easier it is for us to control and take advantage of positive and negative gravity.
This is Half-Life. Why am I even asking? You don't ask those kinds of questions in a Half-Life game because nothing is meant to make sense. You're just supposed to go around and kill stuff and solve lame puzzles and get blindsided all the time because why should a game play fair? It's been over a year since I played any of the other games and I'd almost forgotten why I hate these so bad. But within a few minutes I remembered. Oh boy did I remember. There's a plethora of weapons up here on the chopper pad, including your good old crowbar. Wait, isn't that Gordon Freeman's weapon of choice? We just learned this guy's name is Andrew Winter, but apparently in this world everybody gets issued a crowbar to hit somebody else over the head with and a magic suit to protect your head from the other guy's crowbar. There's half a dozen head crab infested zombies on the other side of the helicopter and you can deal with them several ways. This turned out to be my preferred way. The controls are as goofy as ever. A ways beyond that, you have to push some boxes around. That's as easy as sliding off a box. I wasn't moving my side-to-side controls at all. Every so often it just decided to move me to the side and slide me off the box. Same song, different verse. Further on, there's a nice bank of automated guns. I tried to take them out with grenades. It didn't work. It helped so much that the thing was basically shooting in an arc over that top step, but we won't talk about that. Next time through, I noticed these things. I don't know what they are, but you can bet they're hostile because everything is. So I took them out. Oh, they're the sensors that tell the guns you're there. Without them, the guns don't detect you. Okay, that borders on being clever. You get inside and push a box into this elevator. Just as soon as it opens. I tried moving the box around, I tried pushing the button, I tried backtracking and coming back in, I tried planting a bomb on it. I had to quit for a while, and when I came back into the game, the door was open. I am not making that up. Best I can tell, it opens when it's damn good and ready and not 1 second before. Once the sentient elevator decides it likes you and opens its doors to you, you push the box in and use it to access the top of the car, and from there, a ladder to the top. But first you have to deal with some really lousy rendering. So once you deal with the ghost of Head Crab Past, you head on up the ladder, whereupon you have to jump to a platform, as in the other games. Exactly like the other games. Turns out you're not supposed to jump, just step in that direction. Well, sure, that makes sense in this parallel world. Where how the hell would I know that? Okay, that was easy. 1 noggin, 2 noggin, 3 noggin. And where the heck did those things come from? As usual, stuff comes out of nowhere for no good reason. If those things were already in the room, why didn't they kill those other guys? And if they weren't, where'd they come from? As far as I know, those particular critters don't teleport. Where'd they come from? Out of a developer's butt. There's only about 380 kajillion of these things, so if you insist on playing these things, get past them any way you can. Having full health and a fair amount of suit juice helps. Once you get in the room, you go through another pointless room to get to yet another room where you find this guy.
Stop! Don't kill me! I think I know what you need. Come with me. Be careful. I created a very smart genetically modified creature and it has escaped. This creature set free other monsters.
Let me show you my boat. This is the front. This is the middle. This is the propeller.
He opens the big cargo hatch you walked across early in the game, and you make your way back to it. Outside, you encounter one of those bug-shooting monsters and one of these things. It's easy to bring down with the machine gun. I said down. Down! How's it doing that? It's dead. The magic of game glitches, that's how. The best part is, it's a consistent glitch. It happens every time I kill that thing, doesn't matter what weapon or anything else. But now I have another problem. So how do I get back over there? I don't see any convenient boxes to push around. Well, sure. Why wouldn't I know that making the box explode here would make the pole fall that way? I mean, most people would imagine that since the box is here, the force of the explosion would push the pole this way, pretty much right on top of my head. But this is a parallel world, where you make the explosion sound, the boom goes round and round, oh, and it comes out there. Give me a break. Let's just do this. Further on, you meet one of these things. Okay, maybe two of those things sitting in exactly the same place, making exactly the same movements at exactly the same time, so it only looks like there's one. Are we there yet? Battle your way to the cargo hold and take the plunge. And there's that node graph thing again. I still don't know what that's about, but it doesn't seem to have anything to do with, well, anything, so we'll just ignore it. There it is, so just go pick it up. Or not. I guess I have to fight this thing. How do I do that? Not like that. Basically, run around like an idiot, avoiding that tongue. You can actually shoot it off, which is very nice, I must admit. And blasting away at this thing with everything you have until it explodes. There's a shipping box in that corner with a bunch of ammo. It can also give you a little shelter to sort out a strategy. Or not. And truthfully, I'm not entirely sure what happened here. For whatever reason, it quit pulling me up and left me hanging in space by, if you can figure out what, you're doing better than I am. Eventually, I switched to the machine gun and the thing did blow up, whereupon a huge swarm of those bug things came along and killed me. Hello, I beat the final boss. Not cool. But this is Half-Life. I still don't get why people love these games. A while back, somebody commented on my Half-Life review and said, "Do you really hate the greatest game of all time?" I said, "I do not hate the greatest game of all time. I do, however, hate Half-Life." The weirdest part was, it put an automatic save point right there, so when I tried to load that save, nothing happened. I got a blank screen that went nowhere. I had to go back to a previous one to continue and finally finish the game. I'm not asking. So what happens if you do beat the boss, the bugs, the flying critters,
the noggins and the piggins and the frickin',
and the green grass grew all around, all around? What happens? Whoa, what was that? I wasn't done with those little monsters. Again, after you destroy the big boss, the game lets you out when it's damn good and ready. Whoever thought that was a good idea, go stand in the corner for the next 36 hours, without a bathroom break. Once it finishes loading, we get the credits as we soar through Black Mesa. Let me guess. That figure in the distance was Gordon Freeman, and what we brought back was the whatchamadoodle that caused the end of the world. So let me get this straight. Andrew Winner, seriously, Winner? How condescending can you get? Anyway, he goes to a parallel world to retrieve this thing, and why did he do this again?
The atoms on this planet have narrower electronic...
Never mind. So Freeman zaps it with the screw-it-all ray, and because he did that, those alien critters can apparate into our world just like they can into the parallel world. Do I have that right? Do I care? No. This has all the elements of a Half-Life game. Same aliens, same weapons, same pickups for health and suit juice, same wonky mechanics that sometimes make it almost impossible to do something as simple as getting through a door, same lack of information that just might be useful in playing the game. It's SSDD. The biggest difference is this final boss really shows no imagination. At least with the first one, you had to figure out how to get up above it, wait for its head to open, etc., etc., etc. Here it's just run and gun until you're done. If you're a Half-Life fan, you'll probably like it. The best thing about it is, it's free. If you have a Steam account and have a version of Half-Life installed on your computer, you can download it and play it. So if you're into the whole Half-Life franchise, enjoy it. Me? Well, given the choice between playing this again and going to the dentist, I think my answer would be...
I think I need a root canal. I'm sure I need a long, slow root canal.
I'm Irving and I have no life, just like you.
Well, finally, Irving got 3 slugs in the belly. It was right outside the Frontier Deli. He was sitting there twirling his gun around, and Butterfingers Irving gunned himself down. Irving. Big fat Irving. Big dum-dum Irving. Big dum-dum dead Irving. The 142nd fastest gun in the West.